Traveling by air can be one of the most exciting things to do, and it remains the fastest mode of transportation in the world. Airplanes, which are used to fly from one place to another, can carry people to other continents, countries, and across the oceans within hours. With all the new aeronautical technology and advanced engineering that we have these days, the list of aircraft types and models continues to grow. Our future shows which are commonly bought by airlines, but in no particular order. First, the Boeing 747, which is commonly known as the jumbo jet and queen of the skies. Its distinctive hump upper deck along the forward part of the aircraft makes it among the world's most recognizable aircraft. Some airlines use it for commercial flights, while others utilize the plane for cargo. It is also the base model of Air Force One. It is deserving of the #1 position because a lot of airline companies rely on this plane. First flown commercially in 1970, the 747 held the passenger capacity record for 37 years. The 747-400 is the most common passenger version in service. And the largest operators include Singapore Airlines, Japan Airlines, and British Airways with 57 as of June 2013. The next is the Boeing 777, commonly referred to as the 777. The aircraft can accommodate about 300 to 500 passengers. It is one of the best options, especially for airline companies that provide international flights. One advantage this aircraft offers is that it has turbofan engines, 6 wheels on each main landing gear, fully circular fuselage cross-section, and a blade-shaped tail cone, all adding to its better flight and movement. Developed in consultation with 8 major airlines, the 777 was designed to replace older wide-body airliners and bridge the capacity difference between Boeing 767 and Plus 747. As Boeing's first fly-by-wire airliner, it has computer-mediated controls. It is also the first entirely computer-aided designed commercial aircraft. Another is the Boeing 737, a short to medium-range twin-jet narrow-body airliner whose family continues to grow. Most of the passenger models have a capacity of 85 to 215 passengers. The 737 is Boeing's only narrow-body airliner in production, with the -700, -800, and -109er variants currently being built. A re-engined and redesigned version, the 737 MAX, is set to debut in 2017. The 737 series is the best-selling jet commercial airliner. The 737 has been continuously manufactured by Boeing since 1967, with 8,636 aircraft delivered. Most 737 cockpits are equipped with eyebrow windows positioned above the main glare shield. Eyebrow windows were a feature of the original 707 and 727. They allowed for greater visibility in turns and offered better sky views if navigating by stars. With modern avionics, they became redundant. Many 737s serve various markets. Then finally, the Boeing 787, also called the Dreamliner. The aircraft was introduced for commercial flight primarily due to its fuel efficiency. Its variants seat 242 to 335 passengers in typical three-class seating configurations. It is Boeing's pioneering airliner with the use of composite materials as the primary material in the construction of its airframe. Even the engineering for the interior focused on saving power and improving the flight experience by maximizing the use of 4-panel windshields, using noise reduction techniques for the engine, and a whole lot of other innovations. It shares a common type rating with the larger Boeing 777 to allow qualified pilots to operate both models.
It's no longer news that most professions in the aviation industry is dominated by men. Most pilots or even dispatchers are male. Despite this, the number of women succeeding in aviation careers is rising.
Aviation is open for them. Gone are the days when aviation used to be about, oh, I need to be a pilot and then I need to fly a plane. No. I'm taking it from the business perspective now, whereby there are so many job opportunities. You have opportunities of being a marketer, opportunities of being an engineer, opportunities of being customer care service. There's a lot of things that you can do around the aviation industry.
I was already over 20 and I already had a first degree in in estate management. And then I went to Nigerian College of Aviation Technology in Zaria, where at the time they were taking graduates for flight training. And I did my flight training there in stages because I got married somewhere in between and had children. So it's been quite staggered, sort of. But then I went back and I've been a full-time instructor in Zaria. And I just returned to the service of Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority in April this year. So that's pretty much my thinking.
But passing the torch to the next generation is critical. So, girls from schools across the country gather for a day of talk, career enlightenment, and encouragement.
Especially in Nigeria, it's very important because aviation, like you know, has been a male-dominated industry. You have very few women compared to the number of men that work in the industry. So we are trying to catch them young, especially at this age, where they are still trying to make up their minds what they want to study in future. We want to catch them young so that they can take up careers in aviation, so that someday in future we will not be in a situation where there are no female pilots, no female engineers, or that. Everywhere in the world, the women are taking over in aviation. I want that to happen in Nigeria.
Girls, young ladies to be in aviation. And I have to tell them that aviation has no limits. You know, in aviation, you possibly could be any profession and you still be in aviation because aviation has no limits. It's not restricted to the cockpit or to the hangar or to the aprons alone. We have women that are astronauts, you know, aeromedics engineers and everything. They're all over the place. So my interest in women in aviation especially is to be able to encourage the girl child to be able to aspire to the highest level.
Here is hoping that more girls take an interest in the aviation sector and break the limitation. On the foreign scene, Ethiopian Airlines, which is the largest African airline, says Yaoundé in Cameroon is its new destination, beginning from October this year, which is the Nismalin International Airport, starting on October the 25th. The capital of Cameroon, Yaoundé, is the second largest city in the country after the port city of Douala. The 4 weekly flights to Yaoundé is Ethiopian Airlines' second destination in Cameroon and offers customers an added convenience and connectivity options via Addis Ababa, the Ethiopian hub, to its global network. The airline says this new service will facilitate a greater people-to-people trade, investment and tourism movement between the two sisterly African countries and the entire African continent.
This is all we have for you on this edition, and remember, our feedback platform is always open. And from the cargo area of the Muritala Mohammed International Airport in Lagos, I'm Bukola Joe Ketumbi. See you next time.